A crowded train, rush hour, noise everywhere. And in the middle of it, a small child, screaming uncontrollably. People stare, some annoyed, some judging. And right beside him, his mother sits completely still. She doesn't shout. She doesn't bribe. She doesn't even try to stop him. She just stays. And that moment reveals a powerful secret Japanese mothers have known for centuries. A secret the modern world has almost forgotten. We've tried everything, haven't we? Rewards, punishments, timeouts, distractions. And still, the meltdowns happen. The arguments repeat. And at night, there's that quiet question, where did I go wrong? But what if the problem isn't the child? What if it's how we respond to the storm? In Kyoto, there was a mother named Yumi. Every morning, before the world woke up, she would sit by her window with a warm cup of tea, breathing slowly as the city stayed quiet. Her children weren't perfect. They fought, they cried, they struggled like all children do. But there was something different about them. A calmness, a stillness that people couldn't explain. No public breakdowns, no shouting battles, no constant control. People called it culture. Yumi called it something deeper, the quiet art of raising strength from within. But one day, everything was tested. Back on that crowded train, her youngest son lost control. Tears, screams, panic, the kind that makes every parent feel exposed, the kind that makes the world feel like it's watching you fail. The pressure to fix it was everywhere. But Yumi didn't react the way most would. She didn't rush in to silence him. She didn't distract him with a scream or a snack. She simply placed her hand gently on his back and stayed present. Inside, she felt the weight of every stare, every silent judgment. But she held on to one belief she had learned long ago. A child's storm is not your emergency. Instead of asking, how do I stop this? She asked something far more powerful. What does my child not yet know how to handle? And in that question, everything changed. Because here is the truth most people miss. Every time we rush to rescue our children from discomfort, we take something away from them. We take away their chance to struggle. And without struggle, there is no strength. A child who is never allowed to sit with their emotions grows into an adult who cannot face them. A child who is always saved begins to believe, I can't handle hard things on my own. And that belief quietly shapes their entire life. It may have looked like Yumi was doing nothing, but in reality, she was doing the hardest thing of all, trusting her child to find his way through the storm. And then, something shifted. The crying didn't stop instantly, but slowly it softened. The screams turned into breaths. The chaos faded into quiet. Ren looked up at his mother, eyes full of tears, searching for something. And she looked back, calm, steady, unshaken, as if to say, I knew you could do this. In that moment, she practiced a simple but powerful idea, being present without interfering, watching, supporting, but not controlling. That moment didn't just calm a tantrum. It built something invisible, resilience. From that day on, Yumi gave her children small moments of responsibility, simple daily rituals, packing their own bags, setting the table, saying thank you before every meal, not as chores, but as identity. This is who we are. She gave them warmth, but also space to grow. Love was always there, but so was trust. Years later, Ren sat across from her after losing something he had worked toward for months. There were no tears this time, no breakdown, just a quiet breath and a simple sentence. It's okay. I'll try again. And in that moment, Yumi understood. If she had silenced his storm that day on the train, he might never have learned how to walk through one on his own. The tantrum was never the problem. It was always the lesson. So what does this mean for us? Next time your child struggles, pause, just for a moment. Don't rush in immediately. Let them try. Let them feel. Then ask yourself, what skill are they missing right now? Give them one small responsibility each day, not as pressure, but as identity. And most importantly, remember this. Your child is not learning from what you say. They are learning from how you respond. Because in the end, it was never about what happened, but how you faced it. Somewhere right now, a parent is sitting in a crowded place, feeling judged, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like they are failing. But maybe they're not failing at all. Maybe they're just one moment away from teaching something that will last a lifetime. So the real question is, when your child looks at you in their hardest moment, what will they learn?